It's about 9:45 in the morning, and I'm about to go trash picking. Yesterday, somebody left this bench in my backyard. That happens to me once in a while because I got a lot of junk in my yard, so people will just leave things. And this bench is really broken, but I bet we can find some pieces of wood or plastic or something to fix it. It looks like it really only needs 3 slats, so I'm going to take this along with me today, and maybe we can use that to match it up and find something we can use to fix this bench. It's not a great bench, but I think it's worth taking the time to find, 4 slats, 3 slats, and a few screws, try and fix it up. That will be the goal for today. Today is going to be a beautiful town, a beautiful day, but I suspect it's going to be a little slow and we probably won't find much. But maybe we can find a few slats for this bench. So I'll see you when we get there. Here's the first pile of the day, and this is not a good sign. This pile was not here last night, which means it came out this morning, and all the cords are cut, which means someone's out cutting cords. And that isn't a bad thing necessarily, but it just means that we're probably going to find a lot of piles that have already been dug through. Because even though I left early today, it's almost noon now. This is a really, really cool playground ladder, though. It's probably about 9 or 10 feet long. Unfortunately, I don't have the room in the car for it, so let's go to the next pile and see what we find. It's actually not almost noon. It's a little after 11. I got the time wrong. But I can't believe these piles. It seems like a lot of stuff must have come out this morning, or maybe really late last night. Can't tell if this one's been picked through. I mean, you got some creepy looking baby dolls, some kids' toys, a Paper Jam's guitar. This thing's neat. I'm not going to take this. I probably should. This is a Playmobil pyramid playset, and the reason I'm not going to take it is because it's just so big and cumbersome. There's a lighting fixture. I don't know what's in here. Wow, look at this. That's the coolest ski case I've ever seen. It's like a big long zippered canvas bag for carrying your skis. I don't know, maybe I'll take that. Let me see if I can take that and fold it up. Hold on. Yeah, that thing is just too good not to take. It's a leather and canvas ski bag. It's a little rough, but I took the skis out of it, and I'm going to take that. I don't know if it's worth anything, but I'm sure I'll eventually find out. So, that's the first score of the day. It's sunny on the street, but the pile is firmly in the shade. Kind of smells bad because they're putting out mulch. Fresh mulch smells a little weird. Wow. Dirty old mattress, and some dirty old boxes, and dirty old garbage bags, and a very fancy looking toilet. My goodness. That is a long toilet. Looks like a jet craft or something, like a jet airplane. But that's about all we got in this pile. You know, other than $5,000 worth of fresh mulch. Right there. Smell it, folks. Well, we got our next pile already, but I don't think there's going to be anything here for me. This is like a baby toy pile. You got this like weird crib thing. You got some pink scooter, little pink bicycle. Yeah, I don't see any brake rotors or, old sledgehammers or rusty 10-speed bicycles or anything. This is like a baby pile. Let's go find an adult pile. It is crazy what a difference 16 hours can make, because there were just no piles out yesterday. I mean, not no piles, but there weren't that many. But now there's just tons of them. I mean, they're not really great. Like, this has got this old broken Xbox 360. I don't even really pick those up anymore. I mean, I'll probably take the power supply. A Velodyne subwoofer. I mean, the best thing in this pile is this dirt devil that's still got the cord on it. But it's good. It's good that there's piles out. Sometimes this town can be super, super slow. But Maybe we'll find good stuff today. This is something that's super cool I didn't notice 2 seconds ago. Normally I don't take Halloween decorations, but these pumpkins are made of cast iron. You know, they're still probably from like Big Lots or something, but they're nice and heavy, so I'll take those. And decided to take the whole Xbox because it really wasn't broken. And the controllers and wires and stuff. Look, not a great score, but at least a few bucks worth of stuff. So it's a good way to start. There's an awful lot of noise going on because they're chopping up trees right across the street, but here's a pile with all the cords cut off of it already. It's kind of disappointing, but I did see this interesting light fixture. It looked like it was brass, but it's not. It's just plastic, and it's not even a light fixture. I've never seen anything like that before. A fake brass plastic candle holder. I don't think I'm gonna take that. But look at this. Who cuts the cord off of this thing? That's just some really, really low rent cord cutting. All right, let me get out of here before the noise drowns out everything I'm saying. This is just one of those days when there's like a zillion piles out, and I don't know when they came out or who's been digging through them, but I either went home too early yesterday or didn't come out early enough today. But look at this ridiculous light fixture. Let's see. Yeah, it's mostly steel with a few little brass pieces. No, I would not take that. It's just not enough of anything, and it's a lot of room in the car. But I mean, look at this pile. We were at this pile yesterday. This is where we got the lawnmower, and I left this pile in just beautiful condition. You know, and look at it now. I mean, pardon my language, but some absolute scumbag came along and just tore this thing to shreds. Look at this. I mean, go to yesterday's video or the last video before this one. You'll see this pile. You'll see how neat it was when I got here and how neat I left it. And now look at it. It's just destroyed. And I don't know who does that, but they should be ashamed of themselves. All right, enough preaching. Let's move on to the next pile before the bastards get there. All right, this looks like a fresh enough pile. This Hoover thing definitely has a cord on it, and the pile has not been destroyed. There's not really much great stuff in here. I mean, these Howard Stern books, you'd be amazed at how many Howard Stern books I find in the garbage. And here's a, what's that, a Lamborghini? All right, you know, that's worth 50 cents. Let's see, a bunch of CDs. Yeah. I'd say a third of the time they have no discs in them, and a third of the time they're horrible, just a mess, and a third of the time, you know, they're in great condition and neat and organized. Some furniture, not bad. All right, I'm gonna take my Lamborghini and my cord and move on with my day. This pile isn't too interesting, but it has a couple of interesting things. Specifically this turntable. This is a weird turntable because it's called linear tracking, which means that the needle or the tone arm goes like sideways across the record instead of diagonally. So I don't know if that's worth, you know, anything, but I'm gonna take it anyway. And then here's a fork. My friend might want that, so I'll take that too. My day just got a little more bizarre because I just got pulled over by the police. I didn't want to risk trying to record it, but apparently some people called the police because they saw me driving up and down the roads. A lot of dead-end streets in this town, and it was a little bit weird to see some guy in a beat-up old Camry driving around. The police officer was nice. It wasn't a big deal. It happens sometimes. You just got to be polite. They really don't mind if you're out here digging through the garbage. I just wish that somebody would call the police on whoever it was that absolutely decimated that last pile. I mean, is that a crime? Pile shredding? Is that a misdemeanor at the very least? Should be good for 30 days in the pokey, right? I mean, at least I think so. I hate to admit it because trash picking makes me happy, but I am in kind of a grumpy mood today. But maybe this thing will make me happy. This is a fireplace grate. You put it in the fireplace to hold wood, but it's got to be like 3 feet long. Let me see if I can break it so I can fit it in the car. Here, we'll put it on the curb. We'll give it the old Cleveland stomp. Yes. Call the cops on me now, mother effers. No, please don't, actually. All right. See, nothing to cheer you up like a little bit of scrap metal. This thing's basically worthless. It's broken. Probably only worth $1 in scrap. But I'm excited. What do you think came on that huge pallet? Pallet's like 10 feet long. You think it was a new motorcycle? Here's the tire from the old motorcycle. Well, I'm excited now. I found $1 worth of metal. Maybe this will change my luck and turn my day around. I hope. This is probably really, really stupid, but I saw a pile way down the road here, and it's on a main road, like a super main road, so I couldn't pull over. So I pulled into a side street, and I'm gonna walk to this pile. It's not too bad because I wanted to get out of the car anyway. You know, it's a nice sunny day, and I'm just kind of feeling fat and lazy in the car. But what I saw in this pile was a Lego box. And 90% of the time, Lego boxes are empty. So I'm walking down a main road in a town where people already called the police on me to check out a Lego box that's probably empty. Is that crazy? Well, if so, then I guess I'm crazy. So let's see what we got here. Where's the Lego box? Oh, look at the horsey. Well, check it out. I think I did the right thing. Let's see what else is in this pile. More Legos. And let's see, a tiffin. This is a thing for cameras. This looks like a pretty expensive baseball glove. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to carry all this stuff to the place, the car. All right, so I guess my little trek paid off. I'm gonna dig through this pile, see what else I find, and then I'll let you know. That turned out to be a really good pile, even if it was really noisy to go there. So I got this rug, and I don't know if that's handmade or not, but it's interesting looking. It looks like it's got guns on it. What's it called? What does it says? Made in Afghanistan, right? 2008. So this must be like somebody who went over to Afghanistan. And all right, and here's your Lego set. And you open that up, and it looks like it's probably complete, like the kid built it once and then lost interest. And then there's some little colorful Legos over here. Can you hear me? So we'll put that back on there. And now, what else do we have? We have a little bobblehead doll. We have the aforementioned baseball glove, which is a Mizuno. This looks like a girl's glove. Finch, is that somebody? We got a pair of these Ralph Lauren polo shoes. You know, they're in okay condition, probably not eBay worthy, but like somebody would pay $1 for them at the flea market. Then we got this thing. It's like a little miniature dress form. It says Paris on it. I don't know what that's really for. It's like a pin cushion. Then we got Mr. Karate Dude. That's fun. Now let's see what else is in the bag. Blue bottle. This is kind of cool. It's a little bud vase, but inside you have what looks like a few fountain pens that are made out of glass. And I don't know if these are valuable or anything, or if they're more of a novelty, but I never saw anything like that before today. And then here's your Tiffin camera mount. It's probably worth 10 bucks. And I found all these pens, just boxes of these Papermate pens. So, you know, I'm never gonna need a pen again. And then oops, a few of these little cast iron hooks, and another bottle with some etchings on it, and a couple other pieces of little glassware here. This is like a little frosted glass kind of bud vase thing. And right here is a thing that you put your rings on. You know, if you got a lot of rings, put that on your dresser and just pile your rings on there. So none of this stuff is like crazy valuable or anything, but that was definitely a fun pile. Even if I had to risk life and limb getting there. This lady right here, I call her Polly Pile Hopper. I don't know her name, I don't care. She's a pile hopper. Every time I'm at a pile, she piles into it. And she cuts all the cords too. The thing about Polly Pile Hopper is, I don't know how smart she is or what she knows, but what I do know is that I saw a slot car set in that pile. I don't know if she's savvy enough to take a slot car set, so I'm gonna sit here on the side of the road and wait for her to finish, and then I'm gonna go back and double check the pile. We'll see. She's probably smart enough to take it, but we'll see. It's gonna be a little awkward though, because I really have to pee right now, but I'm gonna sit in the car and wait it out. I have no idea what Polly Pile Hopper was doing here for the last 8.5 minutes, which is how long I had to wait. But I guess she's not as dumb as I thought she was, because that's where the slot car set was, like right there. It's gone. There's a lot of crap in here. More pens. I think that's like a label maker. Polly Pile Hopper is like a super cord cutter. Wow, this is like all old office supply stuff, like office stuff. Man, the other reason I wanted to check this pile is sometimes this guy throws out really great stuff, but apparently not today. So, okay, Polly Pile Hopper, you win this time. I just dipped off the route for a second to freshen up and get a new soda. I was so crushed after losing out to Polly Pile Hopper. But look, we're rebounding right away with some old-fashioned extension cord. And these sprinklers are all plastic. Sometimes they're metal. Those are plastic. It's another one of these mulch bag piles. But I'll take the cord before I get hit by a car. Oh my God. Here's yet another twist today. I just bumped into a friend of mine who's also a picker, and he's just starting the route. He takes the same route around the route that I do, so I'm gonna go the other way and go backwards around the route, which really won't affect the video at all, but it's just another weird addition to this weird day. So I'll see you at the next pile. I've been out for 3 hours today, and it's just a disaster. This is all I've found in 3 hours, but there's 2 piles. One over here. Let's see what we got. A bucket full of nothing, and you know what? This looks like it might be sewing stuff, buttons and things. All right, I might take that later because my pants are all ripped and stuff. Garbage bags. Let's cross the street. Look at this rowing machine. I should probably take that home, build up some muscles. And then there's cardboard boxes, and bags, microwave oven. No one even cut the cord off yet, that's amazing. More boxes and bags. And that's about all we got here. So I just checked, and there is a sewing needle in the bottom of this box, so I'm gonna take the whole box and fix my pants later. Yeah, that's the highlight of my day, finding a sewing needle in the garbage. It sure is a beautiful day with the trees and the sky and so on and so forth, the squirrels, but man, as far as trash picking goes, it's just been a disaster. I haven't found much. The people are grumpy. I'm grumpy. But I'm gonna hang in here. Hang in there? I don't know what the right phrase is, but I'm gonna keep going for a while, and hopefully we can turn this day around. Otherwise, it's just gonna be a train wreck. Trash picking was a train wreck. That'll be the title of the video. Maybe. I think I might get demonetized if I use the word train wreck, so we won't do that. But there's some piles up here, so we're gonna be optimistic. I'm gonna make a bet with myself that this pile is totally useless, but my legs are starting to cramp up. I got to get out of the car. So we have a desktop computer. I don't know, maybe I'll pull some parts out of that. A couple of really big, nice frames. Some kind of rug thing. Some electronic parts, probably for an alarm or a bell. Folding table. A teddy bear. I think this pile is like indicative of this day as a whole. Useless. And look, somebody took out all the memory sticks and stuff. They left the hard drive in there though. Usually they don't have a hard drive, and that's a 1 terabyte drive. Maybe I'll take that, I don't know. Well, my luck may have officially changed, because look at this. This is what you call a Little Wonder leaf blower. I can't help but wonder if this Little Wonder is actually viable. Usually they are. Let's see. There was a loud truck going by, so let's try this again. Yeah, that feels like it'll probably start. They took the gas cap off. Sometimes they do that just so that you can see what's in the tank, but this is old. I don't know if it runs, but maybe it's a sign that our luck is changing. And look at this snapper mower. That's pretty good. But I'm not going to take it, I'm just going to take this thing. And that's why I took the front seat out of my car. I'll show you in a second. See how nice and neatly it fits in there? Now if this was an 8 horse or 11 horse, it wouldn't have fit, but it's a 5 horse, so it fits fine. And the best part is one of the most notorious pile hoppers in town, who also repairs power equipment for a living, is just 2 streets over. So if she had found this, it would have been gone, but she didn't, and I did. I'm not trying to be petty or spiteful or anything, but I'm just in a grumpy mood today. But I'm pretty happy. Little Wonder 5 horsepower blower that probably runs. It's a good score. And before we leave, does it look like I was ever here? No, it doesn't, and that's how it should be. All right, here's a pile that was here before, but there's more stuff in it now. Not much more. I mean, here's a lamp. This lamp's got like some pieces of brass on it, but it's probably not worth taking. Let's see, what do we got? Ugh, clothes. Clothes with cat hair on them. Mattresses. Oh, here's something. These cassette holders, those are worth like 30 bucks each on eBay. They're hard to ship though. And they don't sell locally, like nobody wants them, but I'll take that. It's not even warped or anything. And I wouldn't even have known about that, except I was watching a Craigslist hunter video. So thank you to the Craigslist hunter for giving me that tip. And here's a cord, so. All right, 1 cord and 1 cassette case. Not bad. So the more I look at this pile, the more I think that this thing might be a thing worth taking. It looks like it's a blanket made out of old rags. It's like handmade at the very least. I don't know. I don't know if it's worth anything, but I got a girl give me like 5-10 bucks for it. So I'll take that too. So that's the load in the back seat after 4 hours. It's kind of sad, really. I do like that Little Wonder though. I like it more every time I look at it. Years ago I found some Nintendo games in this pile, but it really just looks like they've been ordering like crazy off of Amazon. Wonder what they bought. What do you think came in this box? Or this one? Or this big one? There's their old wicker couch. I don't know. That's an awful lot of boxes. Like, I don't think I've mail ordered this much stuff in my entire life. And they did it in a week. After you've been doing this a while, you learn certain things, which is that Lego boxes are almost always empty. But we did have one today that wasn't. So what do you say? Empty? Damn. Super empty. Not even an instruction booklet or nothing. What else is here though? Bottles of booze. The soft pretzel maker. Cocktail infusions. Yeah, it's very sad, but you always gotta check. That was weird. As I was leaving, the family was walking up the street and the guy felt the need to tell me that the boxes were all empty. As if I hadn't already figured that out. He was a nice guy though. Every pile doesn't have to be huge. Like this one, which has this little battery in it, which is worth like $1 in scrap metal. And the rest of the pile, 2 buckets. Here's something you see from time to time. People take something and they tape it shut. And you gotta figure out, is it worth taking the whole thing? Like obviously if I untape it, they'll get mad. What do you think's in here? I don't think there's anything good in here. I mean, I guess I could like rip the tape a little bit and then retape it later. See, it's all like screws, but they're all wet. Yeah, no wonder they taped it. You don't want all those screws running around. All right, now my curiosity is satisfied. So I've sort of retaped it. I should be sorry, but I'm not. I had to know. I found this super cool cabinet, but it's way too big for me to take. So I figure I'll show you some of the stuff that I'm finding in it though. Like all this stuff from Radio Shack. I don't know what these are. Little LEDs, little lamps. But they're mint in the package. I think a pile hopper just got here. God, I hate pile hoppers. I don't know what the hell that thing is. See like a lot of switch plates, stuff like that, more electrical stuff, whole bunch of wires, more electrical stuff. Some of these boxes are aluminum actually. More electrical stuff. Oh, look at these clamps. Wow, I'm taking all those. Those won't fit in my bag. I think we saw that one already. And the Ademco Super Beam. Don't know, more electrical stuff. Oh, there's a lot of like brass and copper in here, and I'll take that in a minute, but just like fittings and things. I don't care about casters. Electrical stuff, and that's an empty drawer. Now the real value here is just this cabinet, which is phenomenal, but it's not gonna fit in the Camry. So look at these clamps and this fun bag full of stuff. Check it out. We took the aluminum lid off of this barbecue a couple of days ago, and now there's another one. And this is one of these old Duquesnes, and this lid is super heavy. It's also not that hard to remove. There's like these little pins, and you pull the pin out, and then you can close the thing, and then here's this pin. You pull that pin out, and then you just get medieval, which is maybe a little classless, but it works like a charm. I don't pick up jogging strollers, but look, We found new tires for the mini scoot, and they have awesome tubes with valves that are bent to the side for clearance for your pump. I already took one off, and I'm gonna grab the other two. Well, the sun is going down, and it's getting a little bit late, so I think this is gonna be the last pile that I dig into. Looks like it's mostly toys, not vintage toys, but kind of these modern toys that we don't really care about. There's probably a lot of money in toys here, though, for somebody who's into that stuff. Today's been a bit of a trying day. The weather's beautiful, the town is beautiful, but the piles seem to have been heavily picked. Even Bart Simpson would agree. Don't have a cow, man. So, we're gonna call it quits here. Here's a Star Wars doll, we can take that. But I do appreciate you guys riding along with me, even if today wasn't the best day of picking. Hopefully tomorrow will be a little bit better day. I'll see you then. And until then, thanks so much for watching.